When NFL players celebrated too early, big shit out the red zone for the video I'm about to react to. Hey, let's see, man.
These are times NFL players celebrated too early.
Oh, come on. Oh, idiot. Look at him. He dancing and everything.
And first up, we got the Colts, who actually did pretty well against the Rams. Even if Adonai Mitchell had the most embarrassing moment of his career.
Oh, what a catch!
Oh, get off me, boy. Yo, he straight spent on him.
On the speed and a little stiff arm.
No way.
He sticks out and
What an idiot, bro.
Well, it's
Oh.
obvious why he lost the ball.
What an
See how it
idiot,
happened
bro.
to Leon Washington.
He's got some space. He's past the 30.
Oh, he gone. On a punt return, he gone. Oh, he gone. He gone. Oh, wow.
Like, how? I guess pointing at the sky for half a second slows you down more than I thought. But sometimes you don't even need to celebrate to lose the ball. Just show off at the worst possible moment. Because even though Deshaun Jackson has some of the best plays in Eagles history, he also has one of the worst time celebrations in NFL history.
Deep for Deshaun Jackson.
Bro, Deshaun Jackson was such a look at him, idiot. What an idiot, bro.
This play
Bro,
is so
what?
iconic,
Yo,
it
you gonna hear me say that a lot in this video. What an idiot. Because that's all I can say. Like, how do you, bro, at least run all the way to the back of the end zone before you throw the ball, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Inspired future generations to follow in his awful footsteps. Because no matter how much football advances, Bears showing off never goes away. And teams like the Bears are just destined to never catch a break. But when Marcus Cooper Sr. snagged this blocked kick, it looked like they finally caught it.
Damn.
The Bears have it.
No way. What are you doing? What are you
Let's see
doing?
what they rule in the end zone. There's a
Why
penalty
would you,
marker down.
bro?
If you're gonna show off before getting in,
Wow, that was literally right before he went in, bro. Look how close
In
he
the end
was.
zone. There's a penalty marker
Nah, that's
down.
crazy, bro. Look at this.
Show off before getting in,
Bruh, he was right
bro,
there.
just slow down like he ran out of fuel. But that's just
Bruh.
one variation of the Deshaun Jackson. At least once per season, we have another version of the goal line collapse. We've seen guys like DK Metcalf initiate one of the biggest chokes of the year.
It's there. And it's
Bruh.
knocked out of the back of the end zone. Was he in? Plan was made.
Like,
by the
why?
rookie
Yo,
Diggs.
keep running, bro. Like, play all the way.
Run like Jordan Battle.
He was switching it into his other arm, and he lost that well before he got to the goal line.
That's crazy.
And of course, the Jets being the Jets.
The execution, everything's great. Oh boy, he dropped that ball.
Wow.
That's close. Definitely going to take a peek at that.
It's a fail everyone's seen 100 times.
That's
A lot
so
of modern
stupid,
NFL
bro.
fans haven't seen the best one. The true peak of incompetence, Leon Lett. See, in Super Bowl 27, the Cowboys
In
were
the Super
destroying
Bowl?
the Bills. Like 52-17 type
man.
destruction. Dallas couldn't have choked the game away if they tried, which is exactly what makes Lett's goal line fumble so perfect.
And Leon Lett picks it up to the 40. Here comes the 10 to the 20. Go in.
Bro.
It's a fumble. He had it knocked out
What
of his
an
hand.
idiot,
Poor
bro.
guy. All he wanted was a Super Bowl touchdown, but ended up being one of the biggest Super Bowl memes of all time. But
That's
at least
crazy.
Leon wasn't an all-time legend that messed up. Champ Bailey, one of the greatest cornerbacks of all time, had a play that is quite the opposite of great. It actually might be the best example of why you shouldn't get cocky.
It's
Bro.
Bailey. Bailey taken off. Bailey is he in?
Oh, he got
He
smacked,
ran it
bro.
all the way down the field, but almost getting a touchdown isn't the same as getting a touchdown.
Like, stop slowing down. Just run. Never mind, bro. You already know what I think.
Where did he come from? Where did he come from? And we didn't know until replays. We saw Ben was on the other side of the field, so he basically had to run like 120 yards, even longer than that
Wow.
to get that. Until I saw that, did I truly appreciate about the effort that he put forth. That it was a play that sort of signified just never giving up.
That run makes the DK Metcalf stop look like Pee Wee football. But while he went all out to save a touchdown, Chase Claypool went all out to make sure his team couldn't even get one. Because he wasn't even celebrating a score, just the first down.
Pass caught by Claypool. First down. Clock running.
There he goes.
And that stops the clock with 24 seconds remaining.
In literally any other circumstance, no one would have cared. But at the 40-yard line, down by 6, with no timeouts, and less than a minute to go, that's not even a low IQ. That's straight up brain dead, which is something
why
Luke
you
McCown
celebrate? You
is
gotta hurry up
familiar
and get the
with.
ball down,
At least
bro.
Luke didn't ruin a game with celebrating early, just his reputation. And the pure confidence he has when he signals this first down will never fail to make me laugh.
And McCown diving head first to the 45-yard
Okay,
line.
buddy.
That's a bad mark.
Relax.
That's all it was.
Dwayne Wright
Relax.
waited for the whistle before he ended this Browns-Chief game in the most Browns way ever. See, in the 2002 season opener, the Browns were hanging on to a 39-37 lead over the Chiefs with just
Four
seconds
seconds left.
And after this play, the game should have been over.
Green steps up. under some heat. He got rid of it.
Why didn't the game end there? Well, when Dwayne Rudd sacked Trent Green, he just started partying like he sealed the win. There was just one problem. The play wasn't over, not by a long shot. And throwing your helmet in the middle of the game is a big no-no. So he got hit with the unsportsmanlike conduct. The game couldn't end on a defensive penalty, and the Chiefs got one last chance at the dub.
He nails it!
Only the Browns could squeeze
they
out a
lost
defeat
them
from
the
jaws of
game
victory.
from that celebration.
Well, the Browns
That's crazy.
And maybe the Lions. But in 2024, the Lions were actually good. And when they took the lead in the NFC Championship, C.J. Gardner-Johnson took some time to wave goodbye to the Niners. And it definitely came back to bite him.
Launching deep, going for Brandon Ayuk. It is. Oh, he caught it.
Oh, wow. Wow.
McCaffrey's going to get it. And he walks in. Mitchell in for the first time tonight. Guess what? He's going to get it. Mitchell surging forward. Touchdown.
Well, that's awkward, but not quite as awkward as Ed Reed ruining the perfect pick six. Because before he was a legend, Ed Reed was like any other rookie, trying to flex on every team on every play.
Damn.
Sometimes he tried to flex a little too hard.
Too high and intercepted. Picked off by Ed Reed, the rookie. Reed weaving through traffic, remains on his feet. Here's Reed across the 10, loses the football.
It's going to be a touchback. Big rookie mistake by Ed Reed.
Losing the ball that close in that way is unbelievably brutal. But not quite as brutal as how the Bears lost to the Commanders. See, right before Jaden Daniels heaved up the game-winning Hail Mary,
this was a crazy play.
Caught something.
I ain't gonna lie, I hate every team in the NFC East except for the Giants because I'm a Giants fan, so I gotta hate the Commanders. But honestly, if I wasn't a Giants fan, I would really, really like, Jaden Daniels in the Commander. I've met him a couple times too. He's a real cool dude. But I'm a Giants fan, so I gotta dislike him. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, it might sound crazy, but gotta use the bathroom. Should I go now or should I wait? I'll just lock in. Let me lock in. After this, I'm going crazy.
Interesting. While both teams are lining up for the final play, Bears quarterback Tyreek Stevenson is taunting the crowd, and he does it all the way until Daniels throws the ball. Like this guy was so confident Chicago was going to win that he didn't even join the defense until the ball is literally in the air. Well, he got taught the hard way why you shouldn't do that.
Look at that, bro. This play was so crazy, bro.
And the ball.
Give me that, stupid. Come on now. Hey.
It's Noah Brown.
Come on,
Stevenson
man.
was, in the most literal sense, the only reason his team lost. And I haven't seen Karma look that nice in years.
That's
but
crazy.
Karma
All right, 1 second, bro. I gotta use the bathroom.
is pretty much how every early celebration fail happens. And Chris Slade got one of the worst ones after the easiest interception of his life.
Interception, a big blitz on Jim Kelly, and Chris Slade gets the ball with a room surface interception. The holding call against the defense, it appears, so the Buffalo offense is coming back out. The play could
celebrating
be
too early, my boy.
The self-tackle is nowhere near the worst part of this play. See, even though he went down, he wasn't actually contacted and the ball was still live. And while Slade completely forgot about that rule, the Bills did not.
The New England player was touched by his own man and hit the ground. Therefore, he's not down by contact. When Buffalo picked it up, it was still a live ball. First down.
Wow.
He didn't know the rule then. He definitely knew after that play. Wow. But during this Packers-Bengals game in 2021, we didn't just see one player celebrate early. In fact, it wasn't just one team. See, by the end of the fourth quarter, the score was tied 22-22. And with the Packers up the kick, everyone expected 25-22 shortly after. Well...
And this one.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that wasn't the worst kick ever. What it actually was the beginning of one of the biggest nail-biters of the year. Because even though the Bengals went crazy after that miss, when it came to their drive...
McPherson's kick is...
Wow, he missed it too.
So now the Packers are freaking out because they have a shot again. But it wouldn't be their last. Because for the next 3 straight attempts from both teams, all the way to the end of overtime, they missed kick after kick after kick.
Bruh.
From 51 yards out.
No good.
It's no good.
Wow.
Crosby from 40. It is no good.
Bro, come on.
Attempt for the win. McPherson's kick is...
Bro, what?
By the time the Packers finally made the game winner, both teams were probably just ready to go home. I mean,
Wow.
they spent damn near half an hour just kicking. Plaxico Burress was probably kicking himself after this play. If you don't know who that is, it's the guy who shot himself in the leg. But people often forget that he's also shot his entire team in the foot. When he showed off in such an insane way, it's legit hard to believe. No joke, he spiked a live ball.
Nice player, the wide receiver, but you know what? Showboat later, will you please? He's not touched here, and so, hey, I made a great catch. Guess what? It's a live ball. Ridiculous. Danny Clark of the Jaguars picks it up. It's a fumble. and he returns it to the Steeler 27.
Wow.
Out of anything he could have done, spiking the ball has got to be the worst choice. But one early celebration actually led to the best outcome, a touchdown. Thing is, it happened during a game that was supposed to be a fun send-off for legendary QB Dan Marino, but it ended up turning into a humiliation ritual. The Jaguars absolutely blew out the Dolphins 62-7.
Damn.
Marino threw an interception on his first pass and ended the game with 4 turnovers. And as if all that was still not humiliating enough, Jaguars defensive end Tony Brackens pulled off a rare celebrate early and still score play.
Wow.
Fumble the ball. Oh, Lord, Jacksonville has it. And this ball is live. This is still live. Tony Brackens. They haven't blown a whistle yet. No. And finally, he rumbles toward the end zone. That's a touchdown.
That's the goofiest touchdown I've ever seen. And I take, you can't stop that guy from scoring, kind of deserve to get blown out. But Vince Young's early celebration had the Eagles getting blown out for a whole season.
Dream team. From Nande to Camardi. From Jason to myself,
Listen, in Young's defense, it should have been the dream team. They already had Vic, Deshaun Jackson, Jeremy Macklin, and LaShawn McCoy. And in the offseason, they added Nnamdi Asomugha, Jason Babin, and Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. So if you were going to describe that lineup with anything other than a dream team, you'd be insane. Until the season actually started. Not only did they lose 4 out of their first 5 games, but the team chemistry was a mess. Every single dream team member put up abysmal numbers. Vic got injured. Young couldn't save the team and ended up going 8-8. But if anything had beat that embarrassment, it's Jerry Rice's Deshaun Jackson. See, not everyone knows that Jackson wasn't the first player to accidentally fake a touchdown. He just made that famous. Back in the day, it happened more than you think.
Jerry Rice did it?
That it even happened to Jerry Rice. Because not even legends can escape a good opportunity to flex.
Say good night. It's a touchdown.
I'm honestly surprised he didn't rip the Saints poster off the wall after that one. But even though Ocho Cinco's early celebration cost him a Hall of Fame jacket, you'll never see him complain. I mean, if anyone is known for showing off, it's Ocho Cinco.
I used to tell Chris McAllister my routes. I used to tell him. He couldn't stop me.
But if people thought this guy was going to stop telling defenders his routes, they were dead wrong. Because his ultimate showboating moment, inducting himself into the Hall of Fame.
Induct myself. Put that thing on me. Huh?
Bruh.
Obviously, that was a complete joke. And for a personality like Ocho Cinco, it's really not that far out of the ordinary. But the thing is, actual Hall of Fame voters take that stuff into account. And even though Ocho has some solid numbers, he might have celebrated a little too early with that jacket incident.
When you put on the mock Hall of Fame,
right,
and he has a real one.
Yeah, he's the real deal.
Yeah. I don't think you were honoring those in the Hall of Fame. I think you were suggesting you belong in the Hall of Fame.
I think I do. And I really don't need their validation, those that do the voting. Like, the people that did the voting as far as Hall of Fame goes were those that had to play against me, the defensive coordinators that had to deal with me throughout my tenure. I'd be fine.
Okay, but
listen, I'm not finished. Let me finish. Let me finish. Those that do the voting, they base getting in on so much other than your accolades that have to do with in between the lines.
So much.
I agree.
So much that has nothing to do with the game of football, personality, character, all this other stuff. But if you look at the numbers and matching up to others that have made it, then I should be in there someday. It might happen when I'm gone, but it is what it is.
Ocho, your numbers are not gonna. Your numbers are gonna be insufficient as far as getting you into the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Guess what?
What?
That's why I made my own jacket. And I don't care.
Well, as long as he doesn't care, I guess it's fine. But making your own jacket kinda insinuates you at least care a bit. But even though ruining a Hall of Fame induction is pretty bad, ruining a playoff game is far worse. And to no one's surprise, it happened to the Seattle Seahawks. I mean, not giving the ball to Marshawn Lynch is crazy.
Yeah, that was
Matt
wild,
Hasselbeck said in the 2003 NFC wildcard game is arguably crazier.
What do you call it? I like to call heads. Heads is called.
I respect the confidence from Hasselbeck. And he wasn't wrong. He did throw a pass that led to a score.
But a pick six. Yeah, that's the worst type of celebration. He said, we want the ball, we're going to score. You scored all right, but for the wrong team, my boy. Crazy, bro.
Still, one of the funniest playoff endings ever. But Tyreek Hill wasn't laughing when the NFL came for his early celebration. Celebrating early is kind of Tyreek's whole thing.
Complete, and now you want a deep ball. Here it is. To Hill for the touchdown. Down the middle. It's Hill in the open. Cuts it upfield. He might
that boy is so fast. Damn.
I believe just one time, my rookie year, I was running to the end zone,
And I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do. So I just threw up a peace sign.
Right.
You feel me? So I just did it there, and then I just began to do it all the time. I began to get cocky with it. Defenders be right beside me like, hey, just throw it up in their face.
Unfortunately for Tyreek, that interview would end up being one of the last times he flashed the peace sign without getting fined. Because in 2023, the No Fun League hit him with a $10,000 fine for throwing it up during a game against the Giants. Bro, 10 grand for that? The NFL just gets softer and softer every year. But Tyreek's celebration ban is nothing compared to the 2016 Giants pre-win party. Well, more like their I think we'll win party. See, the Giants hadn't won a postseason game in years. But January 2017, they were 11-5, riding momentum and confidence. Enough confidence, apparently, to decide that the job was done before it even started. So instead of locking in and practicing like crazy, players like OBJ, Victor Cruz, Sterling Shepard, and DRC took a little trip to Miami. Not for expensive massages or better training facilities, though, but to rage.
When you clinch the playoffs and you beat my team, goddamn, this how you feel. I know, this how you feel. This how you feel. Hold up. So you mad?
We went from leave on Sunday to the boat, straight to the boat. We still haven't slept.
That's the perfect music. As a Giants fan, this makes me so upset. Like, brother, what are y'all doing, bro? We trying to get a win, man. That's the perfect music.
I mean, they were out there with Bieber and Trey Songz, so it was probably a wild time. The problem is, no one was supposed to know about it. And yet, here we are. Because the day right after they were partying, photos and videos started popping up everywhere. Suddenly, the whole country is watching a team that hasn't actually won anything yet, going out to clubs with celebrities, partying on yachts, and riding jet skis like they were a part of a Steve Will Do It vlog. And as bad as that image was, it only got worse when they actually had to play.
Manning, pass is dropped in and out of the hands of Beckham this game. 3rd and 11. There's Beckham, and it's off his hands.
By the end of the game, OBJ had dropped more passes than a rookie. The Giants were blown out of the playoffs, losing to the Packers 13-38. And OBJ raged so hard, he remodeled part of the press room.
Odell Beckham Jr. came by me, and I was standing there talking to the grounds crew, and they all said that Odell Beckham Jr. put the hole in the wall. They didn't see him because they were apparently inside the grounds crew office. There's photographs of it. We took it. There's video of it.
Definitely some different energy than what he was showing on that Miami yacht. Turns out that celebrating before you even step on the field is a great way to make sure nobody takes you seriously once you do.
Hey, that's deep, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, though, these are like professional athletes. And the thing is, if we would have won, nobody would have said anything. But it's because we lost. So who knows? Maybe they're getting a little bit too much scrutiny. But at the same time, man, you can't be doing that, bro. Dang, bro. Like, imagine we would have won, bro. We probably could have got another Super Bowl, man. Like, it is what it is, though, man. Hey, we got next season. We got Cam Scatterbull, Jackson Dart, you know what I'm saying? Malik Neighbors, John Harbaugh, our coach. We looking good for next year, man. But hey, I love y'all boys so much. Make sure you always put God first. Remember that you are chosen to move like it. I'll see y'all on the next one. It's your boy Eli Mack. Peace.